So reverb is a very natural effect. It was the first effect that people were really interested in creating for the guitar, and it happens in real life all the time. So why do I keep hearing guitarists who constantly sound like they're in a cave? Here's how you should really use reverb. Hey guys, this is Rob, your online guitar teacher, and as I said, reverb is a very natural effect, it's a very natural sound. In fact, it's happening right now in this room as my voice is bouncing off the walls and coming back to the camera mic, and you get these effect of different times of the same sound. So it makes the sound fuller and more natural because you're always going to be in a room. However, if you're playing an electric guitar at a gig where the sound is being absorbed by the audience and not reflected back, or you're directly plugging your guitar into your computer to record, you don't get this effect, which leads to a very unnatural sound because it sounds like your guitar is nowhere. Rather than being somewhere, like in this room with reverb happening naturally. And usually when you have a musical instrument, it's going to be somewhere as opposed to nowhere, or somewhere in hyperspace or something. This also counts if you're going straight into an amp because there's still no natural reverb there. So we need to add this effect back in order to sound normal again. Remember, we're trying to create a natural reverb here. Although it might be cool to sound like you're in a cave, that's probably not what you're going for all the time unless you're playing really ambient sounding music. So most of the time you'll want to add some kind of reverb to the guitar signal. So we're going to add a little bit of reverb. Now when I say a little bit, it can be misleading. What I mean is, say for example in this room, the walls are not that far away from me. If I was in a cave or a cathedral or a big hall, the walls would be quite far away. We want to go for walls being close to us, reflections being close to us, and then add that into the mix. You can also use reverb like this to add depth to a lead guitar tone, where you might also want to use delay. I can't tell you what to do with your sound, but if you get to the point where you're really noticing the amount of reverb on something, then that's probably too much. Also, remember that when you're mixing tracks, the more reverb you put on something, the further back it's pushed into the mix. So if you want something to be prominent, you don't want to overdo the reverb. Just remember that the extra top end, so the higher frequencies being reverberated, are more likely to make you sound like you're in a cave, and it's more likely to be unnatural. But if you turn it all the way down the other way, and you've got a lot of low frequencies, you're going to sound really muffled, because it's going to be very boomy and muffled. You're not going to have note definition. So sometimes you have a filter, like a high pass and a low pass filter on the reverb. Sometimes it will be like a tone control. Sometimes it will be called dampening, where you can kind of tone down the higher frequencies. But it's generally the higher frequencies that make you sound like you're in a cave and there's too much reverb. So if you like this video, hit the like button and share it with all your friends. If you want to see more videos like this, you can go to my channel and hit the subscribe button. You can also contact me through my website, chainsawguitartuition.net, for information on one-on-one guitar lessons over Skype or webcam. And until then, turn up and rock out. So you may have already seen my video on how to ruin your tone, and that was all about how using too much distortion is actually a bad thing, too much gain and all that. The key thing to remember is that distortion is an effect on your sound, it's not the sound itself. So the nuances that you're playing should still be audible, should still be able to tell the difference between the notes essentially. And if you can't, you're probably using too much gain.